Hello my friend and welcome back to my home. More importantly today, my kitchen. Today I am getting it all done. I hope that you can get inspired and motivated and tackle your mess, clean along with me today as we got a lot to do. It is catch up day as we have a project going on in the background. I have paint all over my hands. Leave your guesses down below if you can guess what we're working on. It is a makeover and I am so excited to share, but I've been painting all day. It is like almost 2:30. It is 2:24 and y'all, I usually film at like 9 a.m. so we are behind, but bear with me. It was worth the wait. I know I am late on posting a video and I apologize, but again, with the makeover we have going on in the background, it's just time consuming to get these projects done and I can't wait to share that with you as well. I am filming it, but without further ado, it's enough chit chat. Let's go ahead and get this house back in order. Let's go, girl. Welcome back, my friend. I took a much needed break from social media. Wowzers. I have been mostly off of Instagram for months now, and I took over a month-long break here from YouTube. But as you are watching this, my kids are now back in school, and I am so excited to get back into the groove of things. Now, this video itself, this footage is from well over a month ago, like almost 2 months. I filmed it back in July as I tried to catch up and get things done before our camping trips. And I really wanted to catch up on our house, get everything cleaned, tidied, that sort of thing before my kids went back to school. In the summertime, I feel like I'm a totally different person in the sense that I could really care less about like the state of our house and I just fall off the wagon, so to speak. So I take the whole summer off and just like spend it, enjoy it with my family and my kids, as I know these summers are so precious and I never want to take them for granted. All of that to say, I've been open about this, but I really have not been my best self, hence my unplanned 1-month hiatus, but that's okay. I've done a lot of self-reflection. I actually became certified as a life coach over the summer, and I am ecstatic to be finding myself and my passion again, and I truly cannot wait to share more about that with you and how it might help you. I tell you this because if this is resonating with you at all and you're just not feeling like yourself, or maybe you're losing your identity in motherhood and the chaos and busyness of life, I want to encourage you to try some self-reflection. Now, most people, like when I ask you, what do you want? Most people can only think of like a handful of things and then it's like blank. But I really want you to consider, what do I want? And write down a list of 25 things that you want in your life. Most people write out new things and completely dismiss what they currently have. I love the idea of possibility and the fact that it's okay to want more in this life, but it's also okay to love what you currently have. So I want to encourage you to start by writing out that want list. And this can just be a really great tool, right? You slow down a little bit, take some time and really consider what you want in this beautiful life. Like if nothing was off the table, what would you want? Without going to social media for inspiration, what do you actually want deep down to your core? It's a really, really great practice. And as for life coaching, if you have no idea where to start, or maybe you're struggling with something else in your life, like your relationships, maybe with your children, your teenagers, your marriage, a friend, your boss, like whatever, or you're having an identity crisis and you just like don't know what to do, I can help you with one-to-one coaching. And I do have an exclusive limited time deal with only 2 spots left, and I will touch more on this offer soon. Basically, when you join my launching one-to-one coaching program, you are committing to 4 weeks of coaching at a founding rate. And in return, you just have to give me your honest feedback and testimonial after our 4 weeks together. Again, all at a extremely discounted price. Now, you might be thinking, why do I need a life coach? What the hell even is a life coach? Like maybe you've never heard of it. So I'm going to simplify this for you. As a life coach, I help you level up and get results in your life. Now, again, this can be with your relationships, your work, changing your career and identity shift, decluttering and simplifying, or even just becoming aware of your mind, which, if you are unaware, is the most powerful tool you can ever utilize. And I help you to better understand your brain so that you can get the results that you want. I really want to challenge you and help you to change the negative thoughts and thinking and help you to see the possibility in your life. So I am fired up, and if this excites you, I would love the opportunity to help you. Due to limited spots available, I am only one person, so I can only accept 2 more clients. So you can fill out the questionnaire. I will leave it linked down below in the description, and if you are selected, I will be in touch. You can always book a complimentary consult call as well to see if we're a good fit, or to see, like, you can ask me any questions, that sort of thing, and we can move forward if it is going to be a good fit for us to work together. So for those of you that don't know, my husband works shift work, and he's been off for a few weeks in the summertime, which has been so incredible to be able to like get away, go camping, enjoy our beach and the beautiful weather, all the things. Anyway, he got called into work for the first day of school, and I legit almost died, okay? Like, not actually, I'm being a little bit dramatic and 100% exaggerating, but truth be told, I was pissed. More so because as a mom, like, I get so anxious about the first day of school. Tell me I am not alone. And I think it's so hard, as you can just sense that your kids, while they're excited, like, they're also scared. Maybe they're a little bit sad that like they don't get to see you all day. Like, there's just like a lot of emotion. So I was having some anxiety over the whole solo parenting on that first morning of school. While we have like our puppy who is now 6 months old, she just like jumps up and bites everything. And so the idea just like stressed me out a little bit. Anyway, I tell you this because this is me like coaching myself. So that's the backstory. Now bringing it to present day, I woke up the first day of school at 5 a.m. Yes, I'm a 5 a.m. girly. I can help you get there. Highly recommend a solid morning routine, but that's a conversation for another day. So I finished my morning routine. I woke up the kids to get ready for school. They could catch their bus on time, like all the things, right? Long story longer, my husband texted me asking how the morning was going so far. And my response was basically like, smooth sailing, right? Like, we were crushing it. Again, I was up at 5 a.m. Like, I was like, I'm killing it, if I must say so myself. Fast forward to the chaos of busy mornings getting your kids ready for school. We ended up missing the freaking bus. Shut the front door. There was a part of me that was legit angry. Like, we were outside of our house 7 minutes before the bus is supposed to get here, and I had to go to the bathroom. So I like ran inside, went pee, like, y'all, 30 seconds to like a minute later, we were walking down the street, which is like 2 houses down from a bus stop, and we saw a bus pass. And my kids were like, was that our bus? Like, they were so concerned that they had missed the bus. And I was like, there's no way. Like, we are super early. We got this. Like, y'all, she also has to wait. So like, no, definitely not our bus. Legit, like 10 to 15 minutes go by and like there's no bus. So I texted my girlfriend who lives down the street, and she's like one of the next pickups. And I was like, girl, like, did we miss the bus? Like, are your kids on the bus? And she's like, yeah, you totally missed it. She was super early today. We were rushing out the door. I was like, oh, so cranky. My kids will literally never let me live this down. Like, remember when we missed the bus on the first day of school 10 years later? Like, yes, girl, I get it. I remember. Thanks for giving me some grace. Just kidding. In all seriousness, though, like, there's 2 ways that I could look at this situation. Number one is to get angry at the bus driver because she's super rude. She didn't wait. It's the first day of school. How could she not wait? Like, da-da-da. The story goes on in our heads. Or we can be like, well, you know what? I guess this is just how it is. And the positiveness is we can only go up from here. Do you see the difference on how you feel based off a simple thought in your brain? One is angry and anxious and thinks the world is out to get her, and the other is calm and optimistic that, well, it's just like really not that big of a deal. Like, am I really going to make a big deal out of this? Now, over the last going on 9 months, again, I have been trapped myself in the cycle of negative thinking, which is thought number 1, but not today. Today, like the first day of school, I was number 2, and this is the power of your mind and life coaching. It can bring so much awareness to your thinking where it doesn't necessarily mean that the negative thoughts never happen, or like you're never going to get angry, you're never going to feel upset or sad or like any negative emotion, but it means that you are actually able to manage it. And this particular situation I know is very minor, but imagine what this could do for you in your life in a more serious situation. And the more we get trapped in the negative cycle, the more it expands into those serious situations where, instead of drowning and ruminating in the past or like the what ifs, like no man's land because your girl doesn't want to be there, you can instead see the positive side in any situation. Okay, are you with me? Like, can you just imagine that for a minute? And while you're at it, again, let me know down below, how was your first day of school with your kids? Was it smooth sailing? Did it take a turn for the worst? Let's talk about it. I would love to hear the story. Don't judge me here. I know I'm not like supposed to openly admit this, but here we go. This is a judgment-free zone. I mopped my floors twice this summer, and this was one of those times. Girl, it was so bad. One of my favorite things about back to school and fall really is like the structure and just getting back into routines. And I know I'm a little late to the game. Like, this video was actually supposed to go live last week, but I just wasn't feeling it yet as we are actually renovating our kitchen. Fun fact, there's a surprise. So I just have a lot going on in the background, and yeah, it's a lot. Anyway, so I would love to know for routine videos, if you have any special requests or you want to see what like my morning routine looks like, my evening routine, my skincare routine, like literally anything, they are one of my favorites to film, as I firmly believe in the structure of having a solid routine and building that habit. So let me know if you have any special video requests down below. I know Marlo's kennel is not the most aesthetic thing, but like it is what it is. She's kennel trained, so she sleeps in there at night. And then when we're out of the house during the day, from what I've heard from like a Portuguese water dog, which is her breed, apparently they don't do well in the house outside of the kennel. Like apparently they just destroy everything, and they're chewers. Like they're a very mouthy breed, which I can attest to. So I'm not sure if we will attempt to house train her or like what we're going to end up doing, but that's what works for now. Okay, I bought that rainbow vacuum. I brought it out like 4 months ago and literally haven't used it. So I just use our stick vacuum majority of the time, and then we have our rainbow vacuum, which I love. And with a split level house, like the robot vacuum just isn't very practical. When we had a bungalow, I loved it. And if you have a bungalow, I highly recommend a robot vacuum. But it's just not practical. So I got rid of it. It's also not very aesthetic. So we got rid of it. And again, when I vacuum on a day-to-day basis, I use our stick vacuum the most. And now that I'm getting back into routine, I am starting to whip out my rainbow vacuum because I just love it. I use my rainbow vacuum maybe once a week, and then I use like our stick vacuum daily, usually just on the main floor. But between the kids and the dog, like we just bring a lot of shit. Pardon my French, but I just can't handle things on my feet. And we are a no shoes in the house type of people, which I know can be like super controversial. So I'm curious, do you wear shoes in your house or no? Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today and catching up on our house as I was getting ready for back to school. My fall content will be starting soon, as well as a separate room makeover that we have been working on. So make sure that you turn on your bell so you are notified when the next video goes live, and we will see you next time. Bye!